begins in a modest little home in one of the poorer parts of a town.
Which town, Brahman? Whose home is it? Is it in India? What year is it?
Shh! It doesn't matter, my dear student, and don't interrupt me. In the home lived a father and his two young sons. That evening, the father was home tired from a long, hard day of labor which had yielded close to nothing. His sons were still at school. He was worried for his sons, their education, and their future as they barely had any money. He was afraid that his sons would have to drop out of school at least for the rest of the year till they could afford it again. Just then, the boys returned home.
Hello, Father. School was a lot of fun today. We learned how to write letters. We learned how to write the address of the sender and the receiver, and how to adjust a person. And what happened, Father? Why do you look so sad?
Son, I have no money left to pay your school fees anymore. Your brother and you won't be able to go to school from next month. I'm so sorry. I know how much you enjoy going to school.
Father, can't we borrow the money from someone?
Whom do I ask? There is no one in this village who would care enough to help us. Only God can help us now.
Who is God, Father?
God is the Master. He is all powerful. He is our Creator and Provider.
Oh yes, He creates problems and provides no solutions.
Father, then I'll ask God. I will write him a letter asking for the money. I'm sure he will help us.
God? You think God will help us? If He cared about us, don't you think He would have done something by now?
But we never asked him. I will write a letter to him right now. What is his address, Father?
Oh, my sweet little boy. There is so much hope in you. I cannot crush it. You can address this letter to Lord Narayana, who lives in Vaikunta.
Are you actually going to write to God?
Of course I am. Unless I ask him, how can he help us?
You're just wasting your time. I'm leaving.
Dear Lord Narayana, I need money to pay my fees so my brother and I can continue to go to school. My father cannot afford it, and I don't like to see him sad. Please send me the money as soon as you can. Thank you. To Lord Narayana, Vaikunta. I must give this to the postman first thing tomorrow morning.
Oh, Brahman, this is so sad. What happened to the boy? Did Lord Narayana reply? Could he continue going to school?
Oh, confused one, let me finish my story and all your questions will be answered. The boy hands the letter to the postman the next day. A couple of days later, when the boy was at school, the father had an unexpected visitor at his home.
Yes, come in. How can I help you?
Good evening, dear sir. I am the postman on your route. Yesterday, your son came running up to me with a letter addressed to Lord Narayana in Vaikunta. I was so curious and for some reason felt compelled to read it. I was so moved by your son's plea for help that I came here to give you the money for his school.
Oh, no. Kind sir, I cannot accept this from you.
No, you must take this. I have always been a hard-hearted man. But when I saw your son with the letter, I could not believe my own eyes. A letter written to God with such faith that my heart melted. It is God who has induced me to act on his behalf. So take this, not as a gift from me, but as an answer from God.